What you are about to experience is out of this world. Politics, history, and of course, a lot of entertainment. It's time to rock it with the Docket.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Kyle Dockery with the Dockery Docket. We are here with a very short clip from the previous Dockery Docket episode. I know that people don't have a lot of time in their day to watch a full episode of the Dockery Docket, so I'm hoping that this will give you a little taste of what you're missing in the full episode. And if you like it, make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and also make sure to watch the full episode, which will be right here on the screen. And with that, enjoy. All of this is a perfectly crafted scheme to get Donald Trump out of the 2024 race because guess what? Joe Biden is losing. You look at the polls right now and you see that Donald Trump is winning in every single battleground state, with or without RFK Jr. Trump is increasingly getting more African American support, more Latino support, more support with women. And while he is doing all of these different things, for Biden, the ship is sinking. This week, a reporter even asked Joe Biden if he was thinking about dropping out of the election and letting Kamala Harris take over because Joe Biden is so old and the Democrats don't want him. Just take a look at this response.
Will you be serving your full 4-year term or handing over power to Vice President Harris? All 4 years or handing over? I can't hear you. Could you approach?
Now, maybe the reporter did fall on their head, but the situation for Joe Biden is dire. He is not popular, inflation is on the rise, and even Democrats are nervous about him and want him gone. The only way that Joe Biden can win is if Trump is gone, and well, they might have just received a huge gift. So now the sentencing for this case is on July 11th, and the Republican convention is on the 15th. Ironic, right? I believe at this point the judge is going to go hard on Trump. There are news reports and speculations that Trump will only get community service and a fine, and that's it. Honestly, I hope that's what happened, but after this jury verdict, I think this judge will give Trump years in prison. It may be 3 or it may be 103, but I do believe that Trump will go to prison. This will leave a mess for the Republican Party and the RNC. Do they keep Trump and have him run from jail? Or do they pick another candidate like, say, Nikki Haley? Now, Trump can run from prison. That has happened before, as all the way back in 1912, Eugene V. Debs was arrested and charged with sedition as he was urging people to resist the military draft, and he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Now, if the RNC picks Haley, it will be a gift to Joe Biden because this will split the party, and some people that support Donald Trump may write Trump's name in the ballot, which will split the vote. Boom, Biden wins. And if the RNC picks Trump while he is still in jail, I think that Trump still has a possibility to win. However, Trump will be in jail, which means that he won't be able to campaign, which will give Joe Biden the advantage. Bada bing, bada boom, Joe Biden wins. You can see the crooked game that these people are playing. They want Trump off the campaign trail because it is the only way that the corpse, Joe Biden, can actually win the election. Joe Biden is falling, and this might be the only chance that he has to gain some ground on Donald Trump. This was the plan, but now it is starting to backfire big time. People are starting to understand and wake up to what these corrupt Democrats are doing. People are realizing that this court battle for Trump was like tying both of his hands behind his back and telling him to go fight someone. This was a Pearl Harbor style attack on Donald Trump and really against the whole country of the United States. But the general of the Japanese army had a very specific quote that I believe aligns with us today. As he said, "I believe we have awoken a sleeping giant." The giant in this case is the Republican Party, as they are now awake, and I can tell you right now, they are ticked off. Heck, I am still ticked off about all of this crap. People are so mad that they all went to Trump's campaign website, along with the Republican Party website, and donated a grand total of $52.8 million. Trump's campaign website even crashed because there were so many people that were going there and trying to donate. People all over X were commenting that this trial was wrong and that they are now supporting Donald Trump. Who knew that a guilty verdict in a Democratic city would actually help Trump win a second term? The question is, how do we keep this fire in our bellies? How do we make sure that we are angry about this a few weeks from now when Trump is sentenced to 5,000 years in jail? We have to remember and remind everyone that this is a miscarriage of justice. That from the very beginning, this was not a fair trial at all, and that it needs to be appealed immediately. The Democrats can run around all happy, claiming that Donald Trump is a convicted felon, and they can count how many times he was guilty, and they can be all happy and dance around, and they may not believe us, but we have to tell them the truth. We also have to make sure that we stay vigilant as well, as the people have Donald Trump's back. However, there is a sinking feeling in my mind that the Democrats won't stop here. If they really want to get rid of Trump, it will have to be permanent. That's why I believe with all of my heart that if Trump is still leading in the polls or winning the election, even if he's in jail and he gets a second term, someone is going to try and kill Donald Trump. Joe Biden can't run against Donald Trump if Trump isn't alive. Trump could go to jail and, oh, oops, a Secret Service member just looked away and Trump got stabbed. Oh well, it looks like Joe Biden's the president now. Listen, to the Democrats, to these evil people, Trump is literally Hitler. And the Democrats, being the anti-fascists that they are, have to stop him. They have to make sure that he isn't on the ballot or that he is in jail. But every time they do something that would destroy a regular presidential campaign, Trump just keeps on getting bigger and the polls keep on going higher. They have literally tried every single trick in the book. Why wouldn't they try an assassination? It's scary to think about, but we thought that they would stop after the Russia investigation. We thought that they would have stopped after the Mar-a-Lago raid where the police were told to use deadly force from Merrick Garland. Then he was arrested and sent down to Georgia where he got a mugshot. And then he was accused of raping some crazy cat lady. And over and over and over again, we see the Democrats push the envelope and get away with it. Why would they stop now? They're not going to. And with that, I just want to thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Dockery Docket. And until next time, like my mom always says, be good, be kind, be loving, goodbye.